Welcome back. In today's video, I actually went downtown for you guys to show you guys what it looks like when you chase cranes. I know a lot of guys who are unfamiliar with that process kind of have like no idea, and it's kind of nervous, as I was when I first started. So I want to go down there, show what the job site look like, that, you know, kind of differentiate between like a union job or a non-union job for the most part, and also kind of give you an idea of like what it looks like, what to look for, all these kind of signs that, you know, if you weren't in the union before or you do not know what it looks like to look for a job, this is what you should be doing. And, you know, it's kind of difficult because like I don't have permission from the company to go on their grounds to show you more like in depth. So I did the best I possibly could. And also, you know, a lot of the guys feel weird when you see people like filming you. I know when I'm working and I see a person on the camera, I'm kind of nervous. I don't know if it's like OSHA or it's like we're doing some kind of safety violation. So I try to keep that to a bare minimum because, again, these guys are working. They're not zoo animals. So again, I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys learned something, and let's get into it. So one of the most important things when trying to find a job is going to the place where there's a lot of jobs, like there's a lot of work going on. I know that should sound like self-explanatory, but a lot of guys might be going to the wrong area looking for a job, and so they might have no success. So that's why I'm going to downtown Portland. Obviously, Portland is sketch sometimes, but it is probably the best place to find a job when it comes to union work. One of the biggest context clues that you're going to be going to a union job, possibly, not always, is that crane. And that's why I say you're chasing tower cranes, because cranes usually represent union work, a lot of bodies, and usually it takes coordination from a union. So that's why you want to go to a place where you see tower cranes first. Another very important thing is just to know who your union contractors are, all the big names, so that you're not going on to a job that might appear to be union, might appear to be big enough, but it's not one of your contractors. And also, just because it might be Hoffman, Perlo, R&H, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a union job. It might be subcontract, because a lot of these bigger outfits have a union side and a non-union side. So make sure when you go there, you're not putting all your eggs in one basket, like, well, listen, I live next to this job, I'm definitely going to job here. It might not be the case, or it might be filled up. So make sure you're keeping your options open and kind of expanding from where you live and kind of opening up as you go. Now for us carpenters, as you can see right here, we have two buildings. We have this one and this one. Both of these have the crane next to it. Obviously the crane's probably for this building right here, but you can see right here, this building's getting pretty close to done. You see there's brick already on here. A lot of the outside waterproofing is done, windows are installed. Most likely there's not a lot of work for general carpenters still right here. But on this job, you can see right here, the concrete's there, but they're still doing framing, they're still doing the siding, hasn't been done yet. So this is probably the better bet for you. If you're going for a job, you're looking for a job that's not all the way finished, that's kind of in the initial phases. So I'm currently in the Pearl District, and I've done some work down here a couple times with a couple buildings. And it's surprising, like I was here, I wanna say, last year in the summertime, taking like, you know, some videos, some drone shots, and to see how fast this stuff gets built. Nuts. So make sure that you're kind of in your mind kind of keeping things in track. Like, okay, well, over here I seen a crane, over here there was some work, maybe I'll go back there. So you kind of have an idea of like what a game plan is. If you were to lose your job or get laid off, you can have an idea of where you're going to go to look for a job next. Now there is a lot of work going on downtown in the Pearl District, but I'm not sure how much of this is going to be for like general carpenters, guys who are doing concrete. It seems like a lot of these buildings are getting close to like the wrap-up phase as far as the exterior, and I don't know about the inside finishes. When you're seeing a lot of windows and glass being installed, that means that it's hard to get material in, so that means it's closer to being finished. They want to start putting windows in to start getting the building inside dried out, so they can start installing sheetrock, start painting, all those things. So even though there is a lot of buildings going on out here, it seems like a lot of them are getting close to the tie-up phase, getting close to being finished. Now this is the Saltwood North building, and I had the pleasure to work on this building. This thing was awesome. So most likely, if you're looking for a job, you're not going to actually walk onto the job site itself. You're going to be looking for a connex like one of these right here, and looking for the superintendent. I ask some guys like, hey, where's the superintendent at? Where can I find him? And most likely it will be outside in the connex, unless the job is getting really close to finish, where they might be occupying a space inside the building. But most likely if that's happening, they're going like finished work. They're doing all of like the final touches in the building. So most likely you're not going to be finding a job there as a carpenter, especially if you are an apprentice. So make sure you're looking for the connexes. If you don't see one, most likely you're not going to be getting employed at that job site. Now, this is an ideal job site, not only because it is a union contractor, Skanska, but also you see the tower crane right there. Boom. But it's just in the beginning phases. They might have just did the initial like slab on grade, and now it's time the carpenter work framing, all that stuff. So this is a perfect job site to look at right here. Trying to be a nuisance, I know, because being a carpenter, when you're working, have somebody like videotaping you or like recording you, it's kind of makes you feel anxious because you don't know if it's OSHA, you don't know if you're violating something. So I'm trying to refrain from like, you know, just running my camera and watching guys work. I hate that when I'm working, so I don't want to do it to anybody else. This is a huge Turner job. Turner is like international. They have jobs everywhere, big jobs. If you're wondering what a big concrete job looks like, here you go. Now, if you're looking for a job, you want to make sure that you are job ready, because just in case, they might hire you on the spot. They may give you a UA, and you may say, listen, we'll hire you right now, you'll still work, even though wait for the UA, if it comes back dirty, you'll fire you, but we'll give you a job right now. I've seen that happen before. So make sure you come prepared. You have your helmet, you have your glasses, PPE. If you're wearing a shirt that's not proper, a high vis, you have your vest on. You're coming here with your 4-foot level. You have your bags on you. You're pretty much coming to work, making sure that you look dressed for success. You have your boots on, they're tied up. Now, when you're coming to the, the Connex or wherever the superintendent's housed at, you want to make sure you're coming in prepared. You look like you're all together. You look like you're ready for work. So you don't have to have every tool. I'm telling you right now, you don't have to have every tool. You don't have to be like had the most expensive stuff. Just come in prepared and not come in lackadaisical. You come in with a purpose. You walk in, you stride in, you have confidence. I know for a lot of us, when we first start off as apprentices, it's very, very difficult to go into a place you're not familiar with and then put yourself out there. That's the most important thing, is putting yourself out there, having that confidence that shows you're willing to work even when things are difficult. This is the test, right? Like, if you're not able to just go out there and look for your own job and look a person in the face, shake their hand, if you can't do that, they're gonna say maybe when times get tough on the job site, you may bail on us. Or if you have a choice between going out and partying and actually doing your job properly, you're gonna choose the easiest path, the fun path. This is the difficult part about being in construction. So if you want this, you have to fight for it. You're gonna have to be uncomfortable. You have to show that confidence in yourself. You're gonna have to do that. So make sure that when you go out there, you go with confidence and know that this is important to you and you want to fight for it.
Now let's talk about a couple of things that I might have missed when I was actually downtown. One of the things is make sure that if you are trying to find a job, you're getting there early, because as you've seen, almost all the streets are packed with parking, because people obviously are, they live in that area, so they have their cars there, and also, guys are coming in. So you don't want to be that last guy, especially on a Monday. They're having a lot of meetings, they're having a lot of orientations going on. So you don't want to be one of those people like, please, sir, can I use a little bit of your time? You're going to kind of get brushed off. So make sure you're showing up there early. And again, Monday is also kind of like hit and miss, just because there's so much stuff going on. There's so many deliveries. There's so many coordinations that are going on. So make sure that you are coming as soon as possible. And then if people are brushing you off, make sure, you don't take that as a hit to your own ego, because people are busy. People are trying to, make things happen. They have a tight schedule. So just do the best you can. And again, roll with the punches. This is not going to be easy, and nothing worth having is going to be easy. Remember that. So again, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I appreciate you guys. See you guys next time. Peace.